Welcome to Wave Manga. I am Major Manga, and this is Whitebeard Explained. I know there are other videos online about Whitebeard and how great this manly man is, but I just needed to put my hat in the ring. I don't care. I just want to put my hat in the ring. So, Whitebeard. Damn. Anybody who doesn't know One Piece, you're probably wondering, who's Whitebeard? Well, Whitebeard is a massive man. He dwarfs a normal person. He's ginormous, although not a giant. Whitebeard is enormous. He's powerful. He's one of the 4 emperors. He was a rival to Roger, the king of the pirates. Possible king, next to be king of the pirates. In fact, could have been king of the pirates. He just chose not to be it. He chose not to be the king of the pirates. Because what Whitebeard wants is a family. Now, I'm just going to go through Whitebeard and just explain how badass he is. Whitebeard was considered the world's strongest man. That is a title that you don't just get for being marginally strong. He was incredibly powerful. When he was a child, his homeland was war-torn. There were bandits, raiders, and do you know what Whitebeard did? When he was a little kid, I think around 10 years old, he drove every bad person out of his village and just allowed it to flourish. After he saved his village, as a 10-year-old, he went out to sea to try to help as much as he can. Whitebeard joined a crew that we see in the anime, that Whitebeard just explains that if it wasn't for him, it's explained that if it wasn't for Whitebeard, they wouldn't have gotten their treasure. So Whitebeard, I bet Whitebeard was probably in his early teens in this image. When he's shown in the anime, when he's just saying to the people who just got the treasure that all he wants is a family. He's only in his early teens. I'm just saying that because if you see Whitebeard, he's enormous. And Whitebeard is not somebody to screw with. And we get in One Piece that characters who are at the top of the power scale are really old. But back when they were younger, these people were terrifying. Okay, this is just an explanation on how terrifying Whitebeard is as a 70-year-old man who is dying from an illness. He waged a war on the world government. You know those people who run the entire world. He went after them just to save his son. Well, technically not his biological son, but the person he calls his son. Whitebeard did everything to protect him. And in fact, he got all his allies. Former members of his crew, people who he's gained respect, who have respected Whitebeard. And Whitebeard is a man to respect. He is just the greatest dad in One Piece. He doesn't care what you've done, or what you've done to him. In fact, one of his sons, another pirate captain, hated Roger and was told a lie that all Whitebeard was planning to do is take Ace and get out of there, leaving his allies to go. You know what this guy did? He stabbed Whitebeard through the chest, and you know what Whitebeard did? He forgave him. Just gave him a hug saying, "My stupid son," and just hugged him. Whitebeard, if you're a part of his family, basically his Nakama, he'll forgive anything. He is that guy. And he knows that he knows these people. He is terrifying. I just wanted to get Whitebeard's personality out of the way. Whitebeard, throughout Marineford, he was this untouchable force. This intense power sheerly exuded from him. In fact, it's explained that one of the previous villains, one of the 7 warlords of the sea, Crocodile, lost his hand to Whitebeard. He took his hand. And we know that this guy is a Logia. And Whitebeard was so terrifying that he could take on admirals. He took on Son Goku. In fact, I don't remember how many gunshots, bullet wounds, but I think it's 300 gunshot wounds, over 150 stab wounds from a sword, and 2 cannon blasts. His face being burnt off, being melted off by Akainu, who's Magma Fist, and just taking all that, and the only thing that took him down was just Blackbeard just unloading on him after being through a grinder of damage. Nobody fucks with Whitebeard. And just remember that this was a guy in his like 70s who was dying from an illness. This guy is a monster. Now just take that, take him back a few years, like say 30 years into his 40s. Back a few years into like his 30s, 50 years back, 30s. That would be terrifying. In fact, we get a glimpse of his full power in like the Odin flashback. And like Odin, we built up this guy through the Odin flashback. It's just like this undominable guy, basically Hercules in his sheer power. But when he goes against Whitebeard just knocks him away like he's an hyperactive child. That is what Whitebeard is. And in fact, when we see him clash with Roger, King of the Pirates, the armament haki that we see is just so great that their blades don't even touch. This fight is so amazing. Now, time to get to like all of it, like Whitebeard's abilities. And I should have explained this earlier, but if you look up an image of Whitebeard and probably see the image that I chose at the thumbnail, you'll probably say that, why is he called Whitebeard? He doesn't have a beard. Well, the Japanese is kind of a bit weird. He means Whitebeard as in like, the translation is the translation is more like white facial hair. And and we just changed it to Whitebeard because basically Whitebeard is half of the Blackbeard. Two characters in this series take characteristics from, well, Blackbeard the pirate. We got Blackbeard, the guy in the series, Marshall D. Teach, and then you got Edward Newgate, which is, if you take like Whitebeard's first name and Teach's last name, you get Edward Teach, which was the name of Blackbeard, the original Blackbeard. So, and like, we see this duality. Whitebeard is one of the good Yonko. Whitebeard is terrifying. It's just like, this guy is enormous, and he's got all 3 types of haki: armament, conquerors, and observation. In his old age, it was probably really hard for him to even use any of his haki. Like, he could have knocked out, like when we see everybody trying to use their haki, every time we use haki, it's always explained that like these higher end people have very powerful haki. And Garp, oh my god, it's hard to explain Whitebeard because he's just this figure of intensity. Nobody truly knows how powerful he is because we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen him in his prime. Oh, and should I mention that he has a devil fruit? Yeah, he has a devil fruit. After mentioning all that, and all the examples I gave, he didn't really use his devil fruit all that much. And it's one of the most powerful devil fruits. It's kind of like taking all this combat experience, all this mastery of haki, this massive size, this powerful weapon, this enormous weapon, and then you add on the most powerful devil fruit. It's kind of like just being ridiculous. Because Whitebeard is ridiculous in power. Now, sorry about that. Whitebeard. Oh my god. Nobody screws with Whitebeard because everybody respects him. As people say, Whitebeard's a Chad. Everybody likes Whitebeard. He is the good guy. In fact, after like 20 years, like, before Roger's execution, Roger asked Whitebeard, "Do you want to know where the One Piece is? Do you want to be king of the pirates?" And then Whitebeard said, "No, I already have what I want. I'm a Yonko, I got my family, so I don't really need I don't need to be king of the pirates." And Roger was fine with that. And Roger just said, "Well, do you want to know what the Will of D8 means?" And like, Whitebeard is one of the few people who knows what the Will of D is. Nobody knows what that is. And I'm just blown away at what the Will of D might be. I made a video a while back that I didn't upload. That's basically, I think the Will of D might be devil fruit. Might be devil, but I think somebody might have already come to that. I don't think, no. Now, Whitebeard. I should explain Whitebeard's devil fruit. Whitebeard's devil fruit, it's basically the tremor. It's called the Guru Guru no Mi, or the Tremor Tremor fruit. It's just like, it allows him to send off basically earthquake level attacks. Like, he can create tsunamis, he can just bust through things. He's terrifying with this power. And I can't really willingly say that Whitebeard is not one of the most powerful characters. I can't willingly say that. In fact, if you talk about his bounty when he was a 70-year-old man, it was 5 billion something or other. 5 billion! You know the main character of the series, Monkey D. Luffy? After 20 years and nearly 1,000 chapters, his bounty is 1 billion point and 500 million. After 20 years of serialization, Monkey D. Luffy only has a billion berry bounty. Doesn't that put things into perspective? Luffy is considered one of the 5th emperors, is the 5th emperor, which I'll make another video that Monkey D. Luffy is a 5th emperor. It's just, he's not powerful as the other Yonko, but he does kind of have the crew and a whole bunch of other stuff to be considered one of the 5th emperor, one of the emperors. I'm saying he's not physically strong enough, but he is a member of he is one of the 5th emperors. And even by this count, Luffy is just lower than is not even near Whitebeard's level. And I just love Whitebeard. He is the person who cares. The only really bad mark on his reputation is Blackbeard. And Blackbeard is a conniving, evil person who manipulates and does whatever he likes. And I get Whitebeard, although I'd have to say that Blackbeard is the bastard child of Whitebeard's family. Now, Whitebeard, we don't know much about his full power when he was younger, but we do know that he was on the Rocks crew. He was able to go against Roger frequently, and Garp, and all the other Yonko. He had mastery of all 3 types of Haki. He had the most powerful devil fruit, and he's enormous. And he's just, if you just see, and one thing I'd have to say that makes him the most powerful character, one of the most respectable characters, his mustache. It's literally a crescent moon. It always just stays up like that. I have no idea how it works like that. And I'm going to explain his commanders, just to his top 5 commanders, just to explain how much respect he had. 1st Division Commander Mako has a mythical Zoan type. Devil Fruit is also a doctor and can fight with an admiral. 2nd Division Commander Ace a Logia user, and has a Fire Logia. Son of the Pirate King. Let's see, Jozu has the power of the Diamond Fruit. Allows him to turn his entire body into diamond. And it is enormously tough. I forget who the fourth one is, but Vista. Vista, this one of the world's greatest swordsmen. Whitebeard had some really powerful allies, and in fact other pirate captains, they in fact did work on his crew, and he let them go, just knowing to respect him. People respect Whitebeard, and in fact, Whitebeard in fact had so much territory, and being a Yonko, you need territory. He had Fishman Island, he had a whole bunch of islands that just Blackbeard just wiped through, picked up. A few people did collect his islands, like Big Mom got Fisherman Island, but do you think that anybody would have touched those islands when Whitebeard was alive? No. Yeah, Whitebeard needed to be away before even, like, Big Mom would be willing to even touch those islands. Now, that's it. That's all I want to say about this video. I just really needed to get my words out about how Whitebeard is. I'm planning on like making another video about all the Yonko, including Luffy, on my explanation on why I think he is a Yonko, just mainly because of the Grand Fleet and his reputation and all that. He's not, the world government does not see him as big as a threat as, I'm just saying, Luffy does have the same reputation as the other Yonko, and plus the Grand Fleet. So, this is Web Manga. I am Adrian Manga, signing out.